Time now is 6:43, almost 6:44, and we have live pics right now. This is up in Monroe area. A motorcycle crashes closed the westbound lanes, XR 63 up there. You can see police are still very much on scene there, and the cleanup still continues. We'll be keeping an eye on this one all morning, so do expect delays. Find an alternate route if this is part of your normal commute.
All right, and we could see the sun up the sun is up.
Very much so.
It's very much daylight, yeah, and that's not your imagination. We are cranking up the heat and the humidity as well. A heat advisory officially takes effect at noon, but we're going to feel it already this morning.
Meteorologist Randy Rico, of course, has to break this down for us because this is lasting for a long time, and we are already starting at 75 degrees.
And the humidity is the game changer for us. Over the weekend, we hit the 90s, but the humidity was down. It's jumped drastically, and it's going to stay high all week. So you can see just steamy conditions today all the way through Friday. So with those dew points in the 70s and temperatures kind of flirting with the low 90s each day, we have a heat advisory for the entire WLWT viewing area from noon today through 8 o'clock Friday evening. Now, what's going to help us out? Some pop-up downpours, and they're possible each day. Today, probably one of the more likely days for those to occur. Right now, most places sitting between 70 and 75 degrees. And as we take a look at what that's going to feel like as we go through the day, by noon, it'll be 90 actual air temperature. Add in that tropical humidity, it'll feel like 98 in the shade. And then mid-afternoon, 2-3 o'clock, 93, but feeling like closer to 100. And that'll probably happen for an hour or two before those pop-up downpours get going. And as far as those go, well, they tap into all the humidity in the air. So you don't get light sprinkles, you get intense downpours. They'll pop up probably sometime in the warmest hours of the day, right? They'll flare up as early as maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. Between 2 and 4 is when they start. They would fizzle between about 5 and 7 p.m. So intense downpours, maybe the potential for some hail. And this is just the start of what is going to be a steamy week for us. You'll notice I have the weather impact symbol out there today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Today's probably your better chance to see a pop-up downpour, but we'll talk about the how long this is going to last and when I finally expect some more comfortable air to move back in. Coming up in a few minutes. Stephen?
All right, Randy, thanks so much. We appreciate it. If you need to stay cool and you need somewhere to go, especially if you are in Butler County, there are 8 libraries opening as cooling centers. Most locations open at 9 or 10, close around 5 or 6 o'clock. Expect many libraries, movie theaters, things like that to be very packed today with this heat. We have a full list of locations and hours on our website, WLWT.com. Also remember, with this warm weather, there's a possibility of pop-up storms, so it is important to be prepared. You can stay ahead of severe weather in your area by downloading the free WLWT mobile app.
All right, at 6:46, we want to get a check of traffic because we have now a crew on the scene there, Ohio 63, Hamilton Lebanon Road in the Monroe area, and the road is still very much closed. The icon had disappeared, so we thought maybe they were able to reopen it, but it's still closed and likely will be for some time. There was an earlier crash involving a motorcycle. We're told 2 people taken to the hospital, still working to find out the extent of the injuries there. But this is Ohio State Highway Patrol. They've got several troopers on scene and looks like maybe an additional vehicle there as well. Unclear if that was part of the crash or maybe is there as a result of something that happened. So we've got several officers and troopers on scene here. It looks like more arriving. The eastbound lanes are open. This is a road that is divided by a median. So you can see that you can get by in the eastbound lanes, but the westbound lanes are closed. If that's part of your commute, go ahead, take that alternate route. Otherwise, things have been looking really good across our big map. That's obviously a pretty big deal, but our major interstates are looking good. Starting to see some increased traffic coming in from the west side on 74, but no major slowdowns and nothing else on our interstates that will slow you down. Megan?
All right, Kelly. And developing here on WLWT, gun violence on the minds of many to start this work week. Police investigated several shootings this weekend. One of those happening during a community event in Madisonville Park Friday. WLWT News 5's Richard Childs live for us as Cincinnati's police chief now responding after 5 people were hurt during that shooting. Richard.
Al, good morning. 5 people transported to University Medical Center, 1 person with critical injuries. The shooting that took place at 6 o'clock p.m. at Bramble Park and during what was called Madisonville Days. Now, that community celebration, again, organizes an effort to bring an end to violence, again, echoing out with gun violence in the city of Cincinnati. Now, Police Chief Teresa Thigi says that her officers looking for multiple suspects in this incident. They continue the search at this time. Now, all of those victims with non-life-threatening life-threatening injuries in ages ranging from 24 to 46 years old. They're all expected to survive, but it is unclear what led up to the shooting. Now, Chief Deji again calling on the public to help find answers.
Is exactly what the city administration, the police administration has asked people to do. Get involved, get some programming for the youth. Kudos to them. Kudos to them for doing this yesterday. Unfortunately, it had an incident that was not associated with the event that ruined their event, that really ruined their event. But my ask is, of all 52 neighborhoods, continue to do programming for youth, continue to engage, get volunteers involved, because like I said, we don't have enough officers to cover every event that we wish people would have in this city.
Now, organizers for Madisonville Day say they're not going to allow that gun violence to stop their programming. Again, they're going to continue, in fact, to host another event for Tuesday. They say that they are going to work with Cincinnati Police to provide additional security, making sure that everyone will be safe at the venue. Reporting live this morning, Richard Childs, WLWT News 5.
Richard, thank you. 6:49 in Butler County, the sheriff's office is investigating a deadly crash in St. Clair Township. It happened on US 127 late Saturday night. When deputies arrived, they found a motorcycle flipped over and 2 people in the road. One person died, another was taken to UC Health Westchester and is expected to survive. Investigators believe the crash could have been caused by a deer running in front of the motorcycle. No official cause has been released.
And 6:50 right now, a major step forward in a project to repair and replace a major water main break in, or a major water main in the East End. The project on Riverside Drive entering its 3rd and final phase. The section of the road between Collins Avenue and Lumber Street going to be closed in 3 phases for about 3 months. Officials say crews will need to dig a deep trench. It's not going to be safe for cars in that area, so traffic will be detoured, but bicycle, pedestrian traffic will still be allowed there. That new phase is set to take effect today.
All right, good to know. 6:50 and happening today, teaching teachers about artificial intelligence. Beechwood Schools holding an AI summit for educators today. Something very important for them to be aware about. It's happening at Beechwood Independent Schools in Fort Mitchell. Organizers have the goal of providing regional educators with tools and techniques to help students' skills in responsible use of AI. Teachers and administrators are expected to discuss the ethics of AI and hope they can use it in a positive way within the classroom. The event runs from 8:30 this morning until 3 o'clock this afternoon.
And 6:51 happening right now. The historic World Peace Bell in Newport is moving any day now. We're getting insight as to why that's happening and also where it's going to go. Well, WLWT News 5's Giacomo Luca live for us and actually talked to Newport city leaders about the plans here. Giacomo, what did they tell you?
Yeah, Megan, as construction gets underway this morning on a new project at the site of the World Peace Bell, a major new development here. That bell is actually going to be moving to safe storage until community members can find a new place for the bell to sit in its new home. Now, this all comes as that $89 million development project gets underway at the current Bell site. 2 new hotels, an office building, as well as a parking garage will be built here. The community is going to get a chance to decide a new home for the Bell. City leaders say that's going to be in a prominent location, and there's already several sites being proposed. Meanwhile, any day now, that 33-ton bell, well, it's going to be loaded up and then moved it onto a flatbed, sent over to either a city garage or a few miles away, or over to another location in Wilder, Kentucky. We're live this morning in Newport. Giacomo Luca, WLWT News 5.
And the work begins. Giacomo, thank you. Day 2 of the Olympic swim trials now in the books, and Cincinnati's own Carson Foster punched his ticket to Paris. The Sycamore High School grad dominated the men's 400 individual medley in front of a massive crowd at Lucas Oil Stadium. Foster went in the pool and came out in 4 minutes, 7.64 seconds, touching the wall, which is now the fastest time in the world. A former Mason Manta Ray let those tears flow, now knowing and realizing that he is an Olympian. Now remember, we are the home of the U.S. Olympic swim trials. Our Cherie Palello, she'll be there tonight to kick off our live coverage with a story you won't want to miss, how local swimmer Adam Cheney is hoping to live out his childhood dream, going from doggy paddle to the world's biggest stage. Charlie Clifford, myself, will both be there later on this week, bringing you all the action from our local swimmers and our newest Olympians. Now, we have the opening ceremony on Friday, July 26th here on WLWT. We have a crew in France that'll bring us the latest as the competition kicks off. We are on the road to Paris, so keep it here on WLWT. Now today, we are expecting to learn more after one of the FC Cincy stars was carried off the field in California this weekend. Center back Matt Miazga was taken off the field on a stretcher after this happened. He appeared to slide into the goalpost, trying to block that. Yeah, got a leg hung up on there. This was against San Jose. Post-match, head coach Pat Noonan described the injury as a laceration. Miazga is Major League Soccer's reigning Defender of the Year. You can see why he's named that, giving it all and putting it all out there on the line. He's a key part of the FC defense. The club is expected to share updates on that injury later today.
And we'll have all of those big stories, plus what you need to know to start your day on our daily podcast, 5 on 5 and 5. You can find it wherever you do get your podcast. But right now, we got to check in on traffic, especially as you get ready to head out the door. There's a situation in Monroe, Kelly.
Yes, and the road is blocked here on Hamilton-Lebanon Road heading westbound. So you can see the eastbound lanes are getting by, but westbound, the road is blocked by Ohio State Highway Patrol. An earlier crash, probably about 2 hours ago, involving a motorcycle. We are told people have been taken to the hospital. We're working to find out the extent of the injuries. Looks like the bike is still on scene there off to the right-hand side of the road. So if you're trying to get around this, there are a couple of options just north and just south. So Oxford State Road could get you through on the north side of that, and then Kyle Station could get you on the south side of that. But I would go ahead and avoid that if you're trying to head westbound. Again, eastbound, you're still getting by, but you might notice some slow traffic just because of people noticing the police presence there. Otherwise, things have been looking great. Starting to pick up some traffic coming in from the west side of town. Same deal in northern Kentucky. There's a look at the cut in the hill. No major problems right now on our major interstates. Randy.
All right, our big issue all week long is going to be the combination of heat and humidity. And there is a heat advisory today all the way through Friday. You can see why. Though our high temperatures are in the low 90s, yesterday was our first 90-degree day of the year. We'll tack on several more. It's the addition of the humidity that's the issue. And today it could feel like around 100 before pop-up downpours get started. And you can see each afternoon this week, it's going to feel like probably just shy of the triple digits. So right now it's 75 degrees. By the time we get to noon, we're at 90, feeling like 98. And then it's kind of mid-afternoon where we have the possibility of seeing that triple digit feel like temperature before the pop-up downpours ignite. And I think, again, they'll start up between about 2 and 4 p.m. and then kind of fizzle away 7 or 8 p.m. So if we take a closer look at today's weather impact day, it's the heat, the humidity, but also the potential for these intense downpours. They flare up overhead. They kind of drift to the north and east, but they have to rain themselves out. You can see that'll happen by about the 7 o'clock hour tonight. So today's one of our better chances for more numerous pop-up downpours. I think there are fewer around tomorrow. You can see tomorrow afternoon, more clouds, 4 o'clock, we're at 91, feeling more like 98. And that's just on repeat for us. Wednesday, Thursday, probably some of our drier days, but you're still feeling that humidity. And if you're like, all right, well, when is this going to stop? It looks like there's a cold front on the way about a week from today.
Okay.
So Sunday into Monday, probably feeling a little better, but a whole week of this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
it's
good
summertime.
to know. Yeah.
Take precautions.
Please be safe, be prepared. Today's show is just minutes away.